Hello, my fellow Donuts, and welcome back to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Let's continue. Don't expect this part to be long, though.
Who's there? Is somebody there? Oh, it's probably nothing, but... Hey! What are you doing? Oh!
So, familiar faces, huh? Yeah, that mascot should be familiar for you if you played Phoenix Wright games. I mean, Ace Attorney games. Wait a second. Well, I was asking if we were gonna have a trial on that witch, but I guess I was wrong. As usual, I forgot that we usually protect someone who is innocent, right? In the court, we don't play as Edgeworth after all, so yeah, the plan is... Yeah, I should have thought better. Now it makes sense. We're gonna protect this girl. Maya! Oh my god, I missed you. By the way, guys, I have a question. I actually had the same question in my playthrough of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, but I just can't decide. Right now I have filter on my picture, but I actually think that picture without filter looks better. It just looks sharper. But yeah, it's a bit pixelated. So I kind of do like it more though. We will play this part without it, and I'd like it if you could tell me what you like better, because I guess I could do both. Okay. Come on, Nick. It's just like I said. Maya, what do you mean? You're such a worrywart. What does it mean? I knew you'd get all jittery about the trial. It's not like that. It's just I didn't expect to have to stand in a foreign court. So they are already on the job? Or what? Yeah, we don't know much about the court system here. So they are probably gonna have something new here. Interesting though. The legal league of attorneys would like this to be an exemplary case. God, I can't read today. So that would make you an exemplary attorney. Yeah, you wish. I hope you don't infect any British lawyers with your nervous attitude. You're making it sound like I'm a virus or something. Well, you can be. I don't think so, actually. My name is Phoenix Wright. I am a defense attorney. Just a moment, I need to check out if I'm actually... Yep, recording, okay. And this is Maya Fay, my assistant of sorts. What do you mean of sorts? Well, she's not officially, kinda, I guess. I guess I should explain why she's dressed up like that. No, you don't really need to. We already know. But it's a long story and we don't have the time. We have come to England on the Legal League of Attorneys Exchange. I'm acting as a representative of the American Legal League. You know, they probably sent you because you don't ever seem to be busy. Excuse me? He had lots of cases. We weren't supposed to stand in court, so we thought it would be like a vacation. But here we are, as usual. We have been dragged into a strange case. Hey, Nick, so what do you suppose this trial's all about? What if it was this? Look, check out today's newspaper. So what, they don't even know who's they're gonna work for? Elusive jewel thieves at large in London. Scotland Yard on red alert. Wouldn't that be cool? Maya, don't get your hopes up. We're here on an exchange. It should be a simple textbook trial. It's gonna be murder. At least judging from the cutscene we just saw, I think it's a murder. Really? London's a big city. What are the odds of us getting a case like that? Well, that's boring.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Kept you waiting, huh? Who's that?
How do you do?
Hi, Butt.
I am Miss Darklaw, teacher at the Alcott School for Young Women. Isabella, this man is your defense lawyer.
What's she wearing? Is this really the same girl?
Pleased to meet you.
Huh? This woman is a witch. I mean the one next to her. Especially, look, she doesn't act normal. Her eyes are all blurry. This woman is a witch. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Pleased to meet you. I'm Phoenix Wright, your attorney. Pleased to meet you. I think she heard you. What's with this girl? Can she hear me? Is this girl the defendant in today's case? That is correct. She's pupil I'd like you to represent. She's pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. Pleading guilty? I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. What? What kind of request is that? Isabella? What are you accused of? Have you not received the case materials? Nope. Some professionals. And we weren't told anything. My, forgive me for this oversight. Here, this is the case file. Great, are we about to be, to enter the trial, and we didn't even look up the files? Great! Perfect. Well then, I entrust Isabella to you. That's... Wait, what? No way! I didn't even have the time to look through the case file. Isabella, please be a good girl and don't cause any trouble. Well, hi. Did she just mumble something?
I'm not a witch.
Isabella? What did you just say? Chop defense, let's not keep everyone waiting. Guards are talking to me like I'm no one. Great beginning. And so another trial begins. And as always, I've got no idea what's going to happen.
Let's do it, Nick.
I also wonder where the hell is Layton?
The court is now in session for the trial of Spella Cantabella.
Cantabella. Okay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh my god. I have a feeling I already, like, do you have a relative in America?
How about the defense? Are you ready?
Yes. Well, I guess you could call it ready, Your Honor.
What's wrong with your face, Phoenix? You look ugly.
I hear it's your first appearance in a British court.
So what? It doesn't matter, I always win. I'm a main character after all, so shut up.
Well, yes, that's right.
The Legal League of Attorneys Exchange, was it? Sounds like fun. Hope you're enjoying the sights. You can take it easy today. Don't worry, Prosecutor Flinch will take care of everything.
Prosecutor Flinch. I will remember
He's
that.
treating us like
Not really.
amateurs, Nick.
Oh boy, this looks bad. Can I really defend this girl?
So when exactly is this game happening? I have a feeling it's happening before Dual Destinies. I mean, Maya is here. I do believe she returns in next Ace Attorney game, but I still think it happens before. That's also the reason why I didn't play that last Ace Attorney game before this one. Well, since this is your first case here, I will ask you a few simple questions to make sure we're all on the same page. Shit. Questions about the case? Hope not. Sink or swim? Answer my questions then, Mr. Wright. What is the name of the defendant? Phoenix. Spell? What if I got it wrong? Would the game end? That would be Spella Cantabella, Your Honor. This is correct. Phew, that's the first hurdle. It would be harder if they used same first name in all options and only change second name and make them all look alike, because her second name was mentioned I think only once. I never heard it before. Anyway. I see you're terribly proud of yourself for answering that basic question. Please. Let's move on to the next question. What is the nature of the offense? What crime is Spella accused of? You know, Spella seems like such a timid girl. You think it's something minor, like shoplifting? Maybe. I wouldn't call it minor though. It can be anything major like that large-scale jewel theft. Please answer the question. Can you name the two offenses? But you didn't read. Did he just say two? Nick, think. What are the PT offense could it be? Can I just look at the papers? My. Could it be that our esteemed visitor left this common sense back home? I mean, seriously, was he supposed to come here earlier or contact someone for papers? This makes no sense. How could this have happened? That he didn't get... I mean... What kind of lawyer are you? All the evidence is in the court record. You haven't forgotten that, have you? I do remember that, I believe. Maybe it will appear later. Aha. Suspect is Bella Cantabella. Charges theft and assault. Note, inflicted light injuries. Assault, so she didn't kill anyone. I thought it would be murder. Medical report, light injury, laceration to the back of the head, hit with a long blunt object. That object was a steel pipe. I mean, it's something that when you hit someone with, it's hard to make it light. Was it a light injury? It would be really hard. But oh well, who am I to judge? I just did. Theft and assault. By the way, who's charging? Who did she attack? She doesn't look like a violent girl, at least not to me. Looks can be deceiving. Now that that's settled, Prosecutor Flinch, please briefly outline the case for the court. Yes, Your Honor. The incident took place on a small freighter moored at the harbor of the River Thames. The freighter, I hope I pronounce it freighter. Freighter? I have no idea. Never saw this word, so I'm sorry. Was carrying goods away from London. The defendant illegally boarded the ship and tried to steal some of its cargo. But she was discovered by a crew member and captured by the ship's security guard. So she was caught red-handed. And she violently resisted when found by the crew member. Violently resisted. Indeed, she picked up a steel pipe and hit the crew member on the head. Sounds pretty vicious. She might have thought it was witch. So that's the assault she's accused of. And why did the defendant attempt to steal from the freighter? A stuffed toy, Your Honor. This is ridiculous. It's the Metropolitan Police mascot, PC Badger. Oh, Dick, I want one. I see that mascot made a career for itself in England. Who would have thought? No one, really. I think we'll have a clear picture of the incident now. The prosecution may begin. Let's begin the trial. The prosecution calls its first witness. Please bring him in. There's something fishy about this trial. And there's something even fishier about my client. There isn't an ounce of expression on her face. I'd better keep my eyes wide open. Yeah, you do. Better. Hi.
Witness, state your name and profession.
And age.
A ship is always at risk at every hour, minute, and second. That's where I come in.
Wait a second, was he the guy with the flashlight in the cutscene? I think his voice is familiar.
I am a peacekeeper, the one and only guardian to an otherwise defenseless ship. The name Smiles. Johnny Smiles. Security guard
Johnny
supreme.
Smile. I mean, seriously? Okay. He's like blonde Johnny Cage. Yes, according to the police report, the witness was patrolling the freighter on the night of the crime. Yeah, I was patrolling the freighter, and my expertly trained eyes leave nothing unseen. He also eats chocolate? How can you stay fit and eat chocolate? I'll go blind if he keeps smiling like that. You're just jelly. Very well, Mr. Smiles. We would like to hear your testimony. Time for testimony. Describe what happened during your night patrol. It's been a while since I played any Ace Attorney games. I did miss them, but yeah, I might be a little bit, what do you call, rusty? Yes, sir. Johnny Smiles will reveal all. I'll go ahead. Smiles. No, don't put those glasses on. That night, I went on patrol as usual. What's that? Never mind. My keen ears latched onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow. The next moment, I captured the criminal expertly. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. What? The last line was kind of strange. And so, the woman you arrested was? It was the defendant, Isabella Cantabella, sir. And as per standard patrolling procedure, her lights were on and you saw her clearly. No, it was dark in the cutscene and he was having a flashlight. Is that correct, Mr. Smiles? Yes, sir. I am an expert after all. Liar. Huh? Is it just me or did he hesitate before saying that? Yep. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Yes, sir. I'm starting to talk like that guy. Yeah, definitely jelly. Let us see how skilled our visiting barrister is. What an asshole. Yes. By the way, Mr. Wright. Yes? Our cross-examination procedure should be the same as anywhere else. But just in case, would you like to have it explained to you? There is no need. If it's the same, then no. I'm fine with that. I've played all Ace Attorney games. I press the witness on all suspicious statements. I usually press them on every possible statement. Sometimes they say interesting stuff, sometimes you get additional information, or maybe some funny moments. So yeah. It also helps when you're stuck. And when there is a contradiction, I present evidence, just like I always do. Okay, let's do it, Nick. Let's do it. The defense may now cross... You already said that. That night, oh, wait. You know what? I think we can just go to the last line. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene.
Hold it!
I think it's really strange. Are you sure you didn't notice anything unusual about the cargo hold? Not a thing. Well, aside from the defendant swinging that pipe around. Could someone else have been hiding in that room?
Objection!
Shut up! The security guard patrolling the freighter is responsible for checking every corner. He would have spotted an intruder right away. It's cargo. There's probably a lot of boxes and stuff. There's a lot of opportunity to hide. Isn't that so, witness? Yes. I carry my trusty pocket torch for precisely such a task. I'd have noticed anything suspicious in an instant. Your Honor, may I? What is it? I would like to get the events straight while referring to this crime scene photo. The lights are on. That's interesting. The defendant and the crew member were fighting in the back of the cargo hold, is that correct? They were fighting right under that emergency light. Yeah, also it was reddish dark there, as far as I remember in the cutscene. Some items are spilling out of the broken crate. Indeed, that crate was broken by the defendant with a steel pipe. So our guys just said he didn't see anything strange there. Incidentally, the items we can see spilling out are stuffed toys depicting London's own police mascot PC Badger. London's own police mascot? It looks exactly as our mascot, but with a hat. Stealers. I mean, thieves. I see. The crime scene photo shall be added to the court record. Can I save the game? Yeah. I usually do save a lot because if I fail, I have only 5 points for mistakes. So it's good to save often. What kind of noises exactly? Please. What was that? Was it in game? Well, my smiley sense starts tingling. It means there's a crime taking place. Interesting. So can you tell us more about the noises you heard? That's right, the sound of 2 women fighting. Naturally, I sprang into action. And I arrived at the crime scene in the blink of an eye. In other words, you went to the cargo hold because you heard strange noises, is that correct? Yes, that's about it.
Hold it!
Do I just present the picture with the toys when he says the last line, there was nothing strange? Maybe it's not relevant, I don't know. I don't think a second would have made much of a difference. Don't take this expert too seriously, Maya. Yeah. Expertly witnessed the crime with my very own sparkling eyes. Expertly. What does it mean? And you claim the assailant was the defendant, Miss Cantabella. Precisely. Naturally, she abandoned all hope. Seeing a security pro like myself join the scene. She dropped that steel pipe she was holding to the floor with a clank. I see. I don't know, when a guilty person is cornered, they might react some other way. I mean, he was there alone. They could try to attack him. She could try to attack him. Nothing of... Do I press it? Present it? Let's save. Shoes? Whose shoes are these? Anyway, do I present this?
Objection!
Did it work? The music stopped. You're saying that there was nothing out of order in the cargo hold. Well, that's a bit funny. Huh? The point is, one of the crates in the cargo hold appears to have been tampered with.
Objection!
Shut up. Now that, the defendant must have smashed it with a pipe, nothing odd about it. Yeah, but he would have mentioned it, but he said there was nothing strange. Please take a look at the crime scene photo. There's this broken crate where the fight took place, but also... There's another crate here that seems kind of strange, don't you think? I didn't even notice that. This crate, sitting quite a distance away from where the fight took place, appears to have been forced open. Isn't this the sort of the thing a security guard should immediately notice? Well, I guess when there is a assailant on the scene, it's something you don't usually notice. You testified that you established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. So how come you did notice something so obvious? Gotcha! That's certainly a serious oversight. Particularly for someone claiming to be an expert.
Objection!
Shut up. Whether the witness is an expert or not bears no relevance to this case. Well, why are you sweating then? What matters is that he saw the defendant hit the victim with a steel pipe.
Hold it!
What you just said, I'm afraid I can't let that slide. Excuse me? I am an expert guard. Focused, thorough, precise, a true professional. How many times did he throw that hat? I mean, why? It's still somehow miraculously on his head. Eventually. To prove it, I will testify once more. You're all dying to know why I ignored that one crate, huh? Not dying, but... Okay. What excuse do you think he'll come up with, Nick? I have no idea what's inside his mind, but we'll see. It's only naturals that I missed the other crate. The lights in the cargo hold weren't on. Huh. So now you're saying it wasn't all bright. But you said different thing before. But of course I had this. The guard's best friend is his trusty pocket torch. But it's not enough to see all things clearly, actually. The emergency light was on mine, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see. I saw that girl stand right in front of the crew member as she attacked. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it. Wait a moment. The security company claims that the lights were on during the patrol. Yes, that's the official procedure, you see. But those light controls can be such a pain in the... Wait, no, that's not it. I mean, the truth is, an expert like me doesn't need those lights to do his work. Not when I've got this. The focused beam of my trusty torch cuts through the darkness like a laser. The witness will refrain from pointing the torch in this direction. Justice may be blind, but I'd rather not be. But, well, I guess. This trusty torch shall be added to the court record as evidence. Security guard smiles. Always uses it on the patrols, covered in chocolate fingerprints. Ew. This pocket torch is covered in something sticky. Ah. It says my sweet little buddy been up to some mischief. Sweet little buddy? Do you mean your chocolate? Johnny left sticky fingerprints all over his flashlight. Don't look at me. I'm not touching it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. That's gonna be interesting. I have no idea what to press him on. It's only natural that I missed the... Is it?
Hold it!
You said before, something different. Don't spread the news, but between you and me, I'm not very good with the light controls on that ship. Well, then why are you working there? Even a security expert like me has their flaws, you know. So he just neglected his duty. Yeah, better have a talk with your work giver. Didn't you say before that you are focused, thorough and precise and true professional? Yes, that's true, of course. Always focused, thorough and precise, expert when I'm cutting the odd corner. I aim to be a well-balanced professional, you know. Yes. Didn't answer the question. Even Flinch looks unsure of how to handle this guy. But of course I had this.
Hold it!
A guard's best friend? You mean that flashlight? Flashlight? It's a pocket torch. Ever watch crime dramas? Torch lit night patrols and all that? I've always thought it looked so cool. In fact, that's why I became a security guard. Okay. Really? That's a unique reason. By the way, what about the chocolate smudges on the flashlight? Torch. A well-prepared guard has a torch in his right hand and a chocolate bar in his left. I think it should be some kind of weapon in his other hand. It's like an emergency ration. I'm so hot on security issues that it tends to melt. So the flashlight is covered in fingerprints from his sticky right hand. right hand. I should remember that, I guess. He held torchlight in right hand.
Hold it!
I don't know if it's gonna be any important though. The defendant and the crew member fought under that emergency light. But the regular lights are on in this picture. Well, yeah, I switched them on before the police came. What? I didn't want to risk my bright career over my slightly different take on the rules. Well, you are doing it now. After all, I am an expert. It's all in the details. You're an expert? All right. An expert in bending the rules.
Hold it!
And you saw that clearly? Yes. I got there, opened the door, and then bam. That's when it happened. I felt it in my shades. They spoke to me. Johnny, you're looking at the crime here. Huh? Wait a second. You were wearing sunglasses? And it was pretty dim there. You were patrolling the freighter with sunglasses on? He's too cool. Of course I was. Whatever I do it with style. Is a bit of weighty a crime? Don't you wear your specs for the same reason? Weighty? I wear them because I'm short-sighted. I'll have you know. You've got that right, Flinch. So Johnny had sunglasses on in a dimly lit room. Do you think he actually managed to see anything? Nick, check the court record. There might be a contradiction to Johnny's testimony. Yeah, good idea. Let's say first. Because I don't know where exactly I should present evidence. On that... Here? This magnifying glass doesn't really help much. I mean... What's that? Anyway... Let's press first. I don't really know. However, you didn't even notice the other crate. This one here. How can you prove there wasn't someone hiding inside that box? Not a possibility, I'm afraid. That wharf is fitted with CCTV cameras. The recordings from that night have already been examined. Not a single person was seen leaving the ship. If there are security cameras monitoring the ship, then why do they bother keeping Johnny around Nick? Whoa, not so loud, Maya. So there were no other intruders. Look at that. He holds chocolate in his left hand. He always had, but on the torch it was right hand, he said? Chocolate fingerprints were of right hand. I'm confused. In any case, some things the guard said are kinda strange. Let's see what he says when I show him some evidence. Well, I can't do that. I mean, if I make a mistake, I will be penalized. Damn it. That wasn't the... Okay, never mind.
Objection!
I got it wrong. The music didn't stop, but I saved. It's okay. Maya mentioned right after this statement that I can present some evidence. So I will probably try to continue my luck, testing my luck with this one.
Objection!
No? Okay, maybe it doesn't. Sorry.
Objection!
No. I mean, still, someone could have... Well, they said there are cameras inside the box. So, I don't really know if someone could have hidden themselves.
Objection!
No. I have no idea. I'm lost. It's pretty much... I mean... First person I question and I already don't know what to do. Wait a second, right in front of the crew member, I think it was said that the attack was from behind. The back of the head.
Objection!
Ah, stupid. I have to quit though. Let's reload the game. What? Nola, not now. Nola! God, I'm sorry. It was probably loud, so I'm sorry. Nola, stop it! Seriously. I'm right in front, okay.
Hold it!
No, did I say press? Sorry. Oh, that's annoying. Nola, I seriously can't see shit.
Objection!
You sure the defendant was standing right in front of the crew member? Absolutely. They were facing each other the entire time. Well, that's weird, because it clearly contradicts this evidence. What? What do you mean? According to the victim's medical report, the blow was dealt to the back of the head. The back of the head? Do you understand now? If they were facing each other, there's no way the victim could have been hit from behind. Well, with some... I mean, you still could try to manage it. If the pipe was long, it might have been possible, kinda. Classic music. I love it. I mean, it's a little bit remade, but still recognizable. Yes, explain yourself. It's the first I'm hearing of this. It's strange, isn't it? I'm totally sure they were fighting face to face. I'd swear this melted chocolate bar on it. It doesn't look like he's lying, but then... Hey Nick, look at me. What are you doing, Maya? I was just checking if I could hit the back of your head while you were facing me. It doesn't seem doable, especially for someone as vertically challenged as me. Vertically challenged? What does it mean? How about you keep your dangerous little experiments inside that head of yours, Maya? I kind of like leaving, thanks. At least we have learned a couple of important things. First, that this witness is unreliable, and second, that the prosecution didn't investigate this case properly. If my gut feeling is right, there's much more to this case than meets the eye. As usual, now's my chance. What should I do? Your Honor, the defense asserts once more. The defendant, Espella Cantabella, is innocent. Maybe it was a little bit too early. But I mean, that was kind of obvious from the beginning. So, why would I wait until I go for it? Just, who do you think you are anyway? Waltzing in here with your ridiculous assumptions? Balderdash, I say. Balderdash? What does it mean? That's not how it was supposed to be. What did he just say? Not how it was supposed to be? In light of this new development, the court's opinion is that the defendant is in no way cleared of suspicion. However, the witness's testimony has been proven unreliable. That's more like it. Looks like I'm starting to win over the judge.
Objection!
Shut up. Don't forget the defendant admits all charges. Surely her guilt is beyond doubt.
Objection!
The defendant is just a schoolgirl. You can't go on her confession alone. So far, we have established only one thing. That Mr. Smiles is neither an expert nor even a reliable witness. I will be missing you, beautiful. Wait, was it him? In my long, six-month career as a security guard, such a long career. You must be tired. Never have my professionalism and expertise been questioned. Isn't 6 months barely past the probation period? Usually I think it's 3 months. But anyway, you're saying Goldilocks there is innocent. Goldilocks? What? In other words, that she didn't assault anyone. And then that she didn't steal this toy. Isn't that so, Mr. Lawyer? Well, stealing toys, it's something. Well, then again, I mean, it's... Yeah, there's a law, but it's not like attacking someone or even killing. We have yet to see any proof that she tried to steal it. Yeah, how do you know? I mean, the box was just broken and all these toys were just lying around. I got you here. There, I mean. Huh? What? Got me how? I have a decisive piece of evidence. Well, show me. The proof that that girl was trying to kidnap PC Badger. Kidnap? You do? Even Flinch is shocked. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand. She didn't even seem to notice. And what would that be? It would appear to be PC Badge's tag, Your Honor. Address? You mean there's an address written on there? It would appear to be Scotland Yard's and their telephone number. It is Scotland Yard's mascot after all. It's been ripped from one of the PC Badger toys. Maybe she just needed a phone number. The suspect was caught in the act of nicking this very toy. Wait a second. So she only took this badge, not the toy. Which means I was right. She needed only a number, not a toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. Now, then this tag is... What we have here is the decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! I wasn't expecting evidence like that.
Objection!
Shut up. Witness, I was never informed of this evidence. If you had this in your possession, why didn't you hand it in to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I am an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself was that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now. This tag is vital evidence. Okay. Tucked torn from PC Badger, Spella was clasping it in her hand when seized by Smiles. Again, she wasn't holding the Badger. I think. Defense, Mr. Wright, was it? Yes, Prosecutor Flinch. Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair. That's true. That call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere. Perhaps, in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution? I was, but I was told it not by the defendant herself, but some strange woman I don't even know. Well, I know only name. Come to think of it, Miss Darklow did say something about that before the trial. That's what you were asked to do. You have convinced us all of your skill, so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant is guilty and call it a day, No way. My stance, it's something I don't need to think twice about. Yeah. Continue. What? I love their reactions. The defense stands by its assertion that Spella Cantabella is not guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I, too, have a request to make. Your Honor? Yes. The prosecution calls its second witness. What? I thought we'll continue with Smiles. From the top, no detail omitted. I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television. Yes. Poor guy. I actually do hope we will meet him later. A break? Oh. Well then, okay. A break is a break. Is that understood? Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now. And here I am. Already fucked up a little bit. It was just the beginning and I had to reload the game. Oh well, then. I didn't have much time today, so I guess it's perfect to stop here, since the game proposes to save. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next part. Bye.